Blessings of the goddess. Ah, I see. HYDRA smiles upon me. The standing stones. There is powerful magic at work here. My old fort. Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I wonder what she was really afraid of. I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became. I need to find the next moon seal.
The great seer known as Endra Moore is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line, but she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns.
This is which sign? I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it. What is this? Intriguing. Was I ever really this innocent? Maybe before I started my training. Perhaps a witch from the Salem Coven made this. This rubble looks loose. gods are fickle. Curious. Interesting. Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods.
I feel like we left things unfinished, Hunter. If you're free, I'd like to talk. Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
Even you admitted the library is too valuable to be locked away. I'd only hoped to find something, anything that might help us in our fight against Lilith.
You could have come to me first, at least tried to convince me. We both know I wouldn't have listened, but I would have appreciated the honesty.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now. I don't keep up with all the comings and goings, but Spider-Man is something of a fixture in New York these days. Spider-Man didn't think twice when it came time to risk himself by engaging Venom. I expect no less gallantry from anyone living under my roof. Venom may have taken us by surprise once, but that's all it was, a surprise. I have a feeling things will be different this time. Venom may have taken us by surprise once, but that's all it was, a surprise. I have a feeling things will be different this time.
I see you found another of our mystic landmarks. These are the Standing Stones. Your ancestors among the blood used them to converse with the Elder Gods.
How does that work?
Members of the blood would gather among the stones and enter a sort of meditative trance. They say the gods would hear their thoughts, but the blood never knew for sure who was listening on the other end. Some of the older texts refer to a series of glyphs etched on the stones, but at first glance they seem to have been scoured clean by time itself.
Could they still be revealed somehow?
You read my mind, Hunter. I suspect the glyphs are still here. They just need the right words of encouragement, if you catch my meaning. Something on your mind? Hunter, hello.
This is a little cryptic.
It's a clue. Don't worry if you can't solve her riddles all at once. I'll translate new clues every night.
But the Abbey grounds are huge. How will I know where to look?
You used to love running around these grounds as a child. If you need a refresher, study your map.
This Spider-Man sounds like a strange thing, swinging from the rooftops with some sort of spider fluid. Disgusting. There is more concern for Spider-Man than there is for Wanda. We don't even know him. I don't frequently watch the television. It was never part of my childhood. I do not feel a particular affection for it. There is more concern for Spider-Man than there is for Wanda.
There you are, Hunter. Got time to look at something? The intel cache we recovered from HYDRA's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time. providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into HYDRA's twisted little minds. Let's see what intel we found. I'm ready when you are. This won't take long. Want to read something that'll make you weep? Take a look at this. Now that we've decrypted the intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the available hero ops listed on Central. Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for. I think I can handle that. We're ready to make a move. Stay out of trouble. We've got a situation rapidly developing. I'll be in contact soon, Hunter. What are you doing, Faustus? Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Who is your first?
Tony, on 2 hours of sleep. So, what do you need?
I have questions for you.
Sure, ask away.
Tell me about yourself, Carol.
What in particular?
How did Carol Danvers become Captain Marvel?
During my time with the space program, I found myself involved in a conflict between alien species, Kree and Skrulls. I got too close to a device called the Psyche Magnetron, and it completely altered me. A Kree soldier known as Marvel felt responsible for what happened and took me under his wing. He was a hero in his own right, and we fought beside each other for years. He's gone now, but I took the name Captain Marvel as a tribute to what he stood for. Since then, I've made the name my own.
Who were you before you became Captain Marvel?
Air Force pilot. I used to fly the unfriendly skies before I was attached to the space program. And back then, I was entirely human.
You are not entirely human?
Not since I uncovered actual, for real aliens. There was an accident with some alien tech that rewrote my DNA, and now I'm half Kree.
I have never heard of the Kree.
Neither had I. They have a space empire. It's crazy to think they've been around far longer than you've been alive.
Your strength is hard for me to fathom.
With all this gamma weirdness keeping Banner in banner form, I'm Earth's mightiest Avenger. Once Thor realized the Hulk was in a class of his own, he was not happy to be in third place. He still challenges me to arm wrestling contests, and loses. He's much less salty since I started calling him Asgard's mightiest Avenger.
How powerful would you say you are?
When someone says we need to call in the big guns, they're talking about me. Just don't say it in front of Bruce. The Hulk is an order of magnitude stronger, no question. But he doesn't have my precision, patience, or reliability. At least, that's how Bruce put it.
That much power. And it does not seem to have gone to your head.
I do get cocky sometimes, but I don't take any of this for granted. And I always remember where I came from. Arrogance is like punching the afterburner with your wheels down.
Tell me about the Avengers.
Sure, what about us?
How long have you been an Avenger?
Over a decade. Still hard to believe. We've been so busy dealing with one crisis or another, it's hard to mark the time. My coffee tally puts me just shy of 20,000, excluding the cups I forgot to track.
What are your thoughts on your fellow Avengers?
I'm with the team for a reason. I believe in what we do. All of us do. I'm sure you've noticed Tony can be abrasive, but I never doubt his commitment. He and Banner used to fight like cats in a sack. Thankfully, they seem to be past that. And I can't think of anyone better to deal with a mystical enemy than Doctor Strange. He's a little out of sorts right now, what with being pushed out of his home, but he'll adjust.
Do you think your team can find common ground with the Midnight Suns?
Look, I try not to get involved in team politics. I'll work with anyone who gets the job done. I don't care what team they're from.
Do all the Avengers feel the same?
No comment.
Tell me about yourself, Carol.
What an...
Thank you, Carol.
Anytime. And hey, if you find the time, we should hang out.
I will consider that.
Of course. So, what do you need?
Nothing.
Looking forward to it.
Aw, who is a good kitty? You are a cute little shapeshifter, are you not?
She believes in our purpose.
An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar.
She does not see it happening.
I guess it's hard to avoid ending up on the news when you're swinging around a place like New York. Somehow the writer always manages to be a little more discreet. I know Venom isn't human, but this guy Eddie is, right? As long as one of them can answer for what they've done, the writer will make it happen. I guess it's hard to avoid ending up on the news when you're swinging around a place like New York. Somehow the writer always manages to be a little more discreet.
Ready for more? Not everyone.